The village stood at the edge of a dead forest where no birds sang and no animals walked freely. The air always felt heavy, like something unseen was breathing beside you. People said the forest remembered pain, and that memory had a name: the Ghost Mother. Long ago, before the village turned silent, there lived a woman named Elisa. She was poor but kind, and her world was her newborn child. When sickness spread through the land, fear ruled stronger than mercy. The villagers believed the child carried death. They locked Eliza and her baby inside an old wooden barn at the edge of the forest. They promised to return. They never did. Days passed. The baby cried until the sound faded into weak gasps. Eliza screamed and begged and prayed until her throat tore and blood filled her mouth. When silence finally came, the forest listened. When the barn doors were opened weeks later, both bodies were cold and broken. The baby wrapped in stiff arms, Eliza's face frozen in terror and rage. That night the forest changed forever. Roots twisted like fingers. Trees leaned inward. Fog never left the ground. A soft lullaby drifted through the woods every night. Anyone who followed it vanished. Children began to disappear, then travelers, then grieving parents who searched too long. They called her the Ghost Mother. Years later, Daniel arrived. He was a writer, chasing true horror. He believed fear was created by stories, not spirits. The villagers warned him not to stay after dark. He laughed and rented a small house near the forest. The first night he heard a woman singing. The sound slipped through the walls and into his bones. It was gentle and broken, like a mother calming a crying child. He could not sleep. The second night he smelled sour milk and damp soil inside the house. He found small wet footprints on the floor leading to his bed. No one was there. The third night he woke unable to move. A shape stood over him, long hair hanging like wet weeds, arms stretched too far. Her stomach caved inward like something had been ripped out. She rocked empty air and hummed. By morning, deep scratches marked his chest. They burned with cold pain. Daniel questioned the villagers again. An old woman finally spoke. She said the Ghost Mother steals warmth and love. She said once she chooses you, she never lets go. That night, Daniel followed the lullaby. The forest swallowed sound and light. Shadows moved without bodies. The air smelled of rotten iron. He saw her standing beneath a dead tree. Her face was pale and cracked. Her eyes were endless black holes leaking dark tears. Her smile trembled with madness. She asked him where her child was. Her voice came from everywhere at once. The ground turned soft beneath him. Hands rose from the soil, clutching his legs. They were small hands like children. She touched his face and memories poured into his mind. Every moment of loneliness, every loss, every unspoken regret. She fed on it greedily, her body twisted. Bones snapped loudly. Her mouth opened far wider than human. Inside was nothing but darkness and screaming. Daniel felt himself slipping. He felt his love drain away. He felt her place something cold inside his chest. He woke at dawn inside his house. Dirt covered his skin. He believed it was over. But the lullaby followed him everywhere. In crowded streets, in mirrors, in silence. His eyes grew hollow. His smile stopped feeling real. One night he woke holding a shadow shaped like a child. He rocked it gently. The song came naturally to his lips. The Ghost Mother stood beside him watching, her face calm for the first time in centuries. Now, two voices sing in the forest, one ancient and one broken, and the forest continues to grow.